Dear students, in this video we shall read where Aram and Murad lived and who Uncle Khusro was, what was his special quality. Now let us read. That year we lived at the edge of town on Walnut Avenue. Behind our house was the country, vineyards, orchards, irrigation ditches, and country roads. In less than 3 minutes, we were on Olive Avenue, and then the horse began to trot. As we have already understood that Murad had brought a horse, Aram rode on that horse behind Murad. Now Aram describes that year they were living at the edge of the town, at the brink of the town at Walnut Avenue. They were living at Walnut Avenue, and behind their house there was countryside, there was rural area, there were vineyards, that is the vines of grapes, the gardens of grapes. There were orchards, that is the gardens of grapes or other fruits. There were irrigation ditches, that is man-made ditches for irrigation, and country roads that were belonging to the rural area. In less than 3 minutes, we were on Olive Avenue, and the horse began to trot. The narrator describes that within 3 minutes, they reached on Olive Avenue, and the horse began to proceed. The air was new and lovely to breathe. The feel of the horse running was wonderful. Now he had rode the horse for the first time. It was amazing for him, it was wonderful for him, and the air was pure at that time. It was morning, and so the air was pure. My cousin Murad, who was considered one of the craziest members of our family, began to sing. He began to roar. The narrator says that his cousin Murad was considered to be an eccentric person. In their family, he was considered to be a crazy person, and he began to sing loudly. Here, began to roar. In singing, he began to roar means he began to sing loudly. Every family has a crazy streak in it somewhere, and my cousin Murad was considered the natural descendant of the crazy streak in our tribe. The narrator describes that each and every family has some crazy streak, and thus Murad was considered the person in their family who had eccentric feelings, who was an eccentric person. Before him was our Uncle Khusro, an enormous man with powerful head of black hair and the largest mustache in the San Joaquin Valley. A man so furious in temper, so irritable, so impatient that he stopped anyone from talking by roaring, "It is no harm, pay no attention to it." The narrator describes his Uncle Khusro. His Uncle Khusro was a tall man, he was a thick man, a tall man, and had a grand personality. He had black hair on his head, and he had large mustache in Joaquin Valley. Joaquin Valley is known as one of the long interior valleys of California. He was a furious man in temper. He was easily irritable person. He got angry easily. He was irritable and impatient person. He stopped anyone by talking. He roared. What he said? He roared, "It is no harm, pay no attention to it." That was all. No matter what anybody happened to be talking about, once it was his own son Eric running 8 blocks to the barber shop where his father was having his mustache trimmed to tell him their house was on fire. This man Khosrow sat up in the chair and roared, "It is no harm, pay no attention to it." The barber said, "But the boy says your house is on fire." So Khosrow roared, "Enough, it is no harm, I say." Once it so happened that his own son, Eric, his name was Eric, he went running 8 blocks away as Uncle Khosrow had gone to a barber shop in order to get his mustache trimmed. And at the same time, their house caught fire, their house was on fire. So Eric ran away in order to inform him and when he reached at the barber shops, he informed his father that their house was on fire. But what happened? Uncle Khosrow did not pay any serious attention to it, and he wrote to his son. He said that it was no harm, and he advised his son not to pay any attention to it. The barber himself tried to make him understand. The barber said, but the boy says, your house is on fire. So Khosrow wrote, enough, it is no harm, I say. The barber tried to make Uncle Khosrow understand that his own house was on fire. But Uncle Khosrow replied that they should not be serious, it was no harm, there was no any harm in it. My cousin Murad was considered the natural descendant of this man, although Murad's father was Jorab, who was practical and nothing else. The narrator Aram describes that Murad's father Jorab was a simple person. He was not a crazy person, but Murad was considered a natural descendant of Uncle Khosrow. As Uncle Khosrow was a crazy person, in the same way, Murad was also a crazy boy. That's how it was in our tribe. A man could be the father of his son's place, but that did not mean that he was also the father of his spirit. The narrator says that it was considered in his tribe that a person could be the father of his son's place only. He cannot be the father of his spirit also. The distribution of the various kinds of spirit of our tribe had been from the beginning capricious and vagrant. The narrator says that it was distribution. They were vagabonds, they had to move from place to place, and they thought seriously as he was a descendant in his spirit of Uncle Khosrow. Thank you, dear students, remaining in the next video.